Hi everyone! I previously did a 6 months living in Dubai review, and now that it's been a full year and I have experienced what every month of the year in Dubai is like, I am back to share how I feel now. So some of the key points of my 6-month review were: Dubai is very safe and clean, the weather is amazing, people are more relaxed and not so go-go, a lot more flexible and room for negotiation, also depends on who you're talking to. Customer service is not good or thorough at all. The public transportation system is not great, taxis are crazy, and life in general, it was great, but I was still outside my comfort zone and feeling anxious. I'll leave a link to the video below too if you want to hear me elaborate on those points, but honestly, how I felt at that time is mostly still how I feel another 6 months later. If anything, I've just had more experiences that confirm those points that I made, and the only thing that I would change is about the weather. So I made that video, I believe, in June, and I talked about how it's extremely hot, around highs of 40 to 42 degrees, but it was doable. And at that point it was. Little did I know it would get even hotter, even more humid, and honestly, almost unbearable. My weather app said it feels like 49 degrees one day, and I was like, what the? It really does feel like you're in a sauna. End of July to maybe mid-August was probably the peak heat, and if you watch my vlogs, you'll see that we just cafe hopped and mall hopped because there's just no way you can do anything outside. So I will say summer felt way too long for me. I love going on walks and being outside, so it was difficult not being able to do that for months, not to mention poor Muchan. We had to take her to doggy daycare so that she could get some exercise and stimulation. Because of the humidity and constant AC as well, I had a lot of allergies and minor health issues. Basically, I did not like it. I do not want to be here in the summer anymore if possible. Only good thing is that many people tend to leave Dubai in the summer, and there's also not very many tourists, as you can imagine, so there's much less traffic and less crowds anywhere. So once you're inside of the malls and cafes, it's pretty refreshing. There's like no lines anywhere and all that. And then around mid to end of October was when I finally felt like I could start walking outside again. Other than that, like I said, I just have more experiences that confirm all of the points that I previously made. I still find customer service to be pretty bad and inconsistent. I still have frequent communication issues, but things are still way more lenient and flexible here. For example, the guy that came to fix my ceiling leak the other day, he's technically only allowed to do the common area issues, but the security guy asked him for me and he was like, oh, just don't tell anyone that I fixed it for you. And I didn't have any cash on me, and he was like, no worries, you can just pay me sometime this week. And then also Car ordered food on the phone the other day from this restaurant to pick up, and they didn't even ask for any information. They didn't even ask for his name. So it's just on such opposite ends of the spectrum from what I'm used to in Japan that it still shocks me. So overall, I still find Dubai to be a pretty great place to live from around end of October to April-ish. Compared to Tokyo, there are less things to do here and less events going on, so that, coupled with the fact that the metro system isn't that extensive, means that I don't venture out of my neighborhood as often as I normally would or would like to. I wouldn't say I'm completely in my comfort zone yet, but I do feel a lot less anxiety in general. Next year, I really want to try venturing out to different Emirates and neighboring countries. Also, I still haven't properly experienced nightlife, so that could be an interesting new experience. Can someone come visit me? Because I hear girls' night out deals are really good here, and there's one for every night of the week, so I would love to do that with one of my friends. Also, I just wanted to say, I know season 2 just dropped and I know you're watching, but you cannot come here with Dubai bling expectations, okay? Yes, I won't deny that there are a lot of millionaires and wealthy people in Dubai, and you will see a lot of people in head-to-toe designer flashy clothing. A lot of people do come here for the tax benefits because they make a lot of money to begin with. But there's also a hidden dark side of Dubai, as they say, and I didn't know about it until I moved here. But people say that Dubai is basically built off the backs of underpaid immigrants working and living under really harsh conditions. So yes, over 80% of people are from abroad, but the majority of them aren't wealthy expats. And it's a side of Dubai that a lot of people don't know about or consider, because Dubai is typically known for being a very wealthy country with lavish lifestyles, but I think it's important to acknowledge the contrasting realities in lifestyles and manage your expectations. All that glitters is not gold, and it's not a bling bling life for most of the people here. Right, so rapid fire, top 3 positives and negatives. Top 3, what I like most about Dubai. Number 1, the weather from October to April. The best is now, like December to February, and it's 26 degrees and sunny during the day, it's low humidity, chilly at night, and it's just perfect. Number 2, flexibility, like I mentioned before. Easy to get things done. There are no 5 billion unnecessary steps and forms like in Japan. Number 3, English-speaking country. Although there are language barriers sometimes, I love being able to speak to everyone in English here. Top 3 things I don't like about Dubai. Number 1, public transportation. The metro system still has a long way to go. And because of the infrastructure, it just feels inefficient even by car to get to places, and it's not very pedestrian friendly. Number 2, inconsistent and, dare I say, unreliable service. Different people from the same company will tell you different things. It really depends on who you're talking to, and they don't care if they tell you the wrong information. I just feel like there's not a strong sense of responsibility from my experience. Number 3, summer heat. Need I say more? So after a year, where do I stand? I would still say that overall I prefer living in Tokyo. You just can't beat Tokyo, I'm sorry, it's just the best. But I like Dubai and our life here enough to be open to staying here a few more years, except not in the summers. In the long run, I do see us at least keeping our residency here, so being back at least every 6 months, but potentially being based somewhere else or living kind of a nomadic life, which is what we have planned for 2024. 2023, our first year here, was all about settling into Dubai and experiencing a full year here, getting to know the culture and how life admin works, and just getting to know our bearings. So even though I like Tokyo better, living abroad has been so incredibly eye-opening for me, and I have zero regrets about moving here. You know, this isn't my first rodeo. Moving abroad will always come with its challenges. There's always a transition period, and you know, it's really difficult to leave where you grew up and all of your family and friends. Change is hard and it forces you to adapt, but in changing your environment, you change yourself internally too. So I'm certainly still adapting, but I really made an effort to push myself out of my comfort zone this year and put myself out there, this YouTube being one of those things. And I think this whole move has just given us much more confidence in ourselves. We will be away from Dubai for most of 2024 actually. We'll be traveling around, but we'll see how life plays out afterwards. I'm still planning on making Dubai related content, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out my 6 months in Dubai review as I talk more in depth about my impressions of Dubai in that video. Also, if you've been here from the beginning, thank you so much for following my journey, living here for a full year. I'm so touched by how many of you have DM'd me such kind and supportive messages on Instagram. If this video was helpful or you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because it really supports my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful 2023, and all of my best wishes to you for 2024. TTYL!